Audio dropout. What is it? A dropout is a momentary loss of audio or video signal, a defect in magnetic tape recorders caused by abrasions, dust, or imperfections in the tape. When tape recorders began to establish themselves as the standard in the music industry during the 60s, engineers adopted various techniques to address dropouts, re-recording the affected parts or masking the issue with the use of reverb or delay. With the advent of in-the-box production and the decline of tape recording, the phenomenon of dropout, along with all other tape-related defects, has largely disappeared. However, in the nostalgia-driven atmosphere of the modern times, artists and producers, as well as many plugins and sound library brands, have begun to include analog imperfections as part of their toolkit. The goal is to return to the vintage, raw, and realistic aesthetic of the past, standing in contrast to the cold perfection of computer-based production. Today's video focuses specifically on dropouts. We will explore how to recreate them in your DAW, in what practical scenarios they might be desirable, and which plugins can help achieve the effects. Let's move to FL Studio. First, let's draw a simple chord progression. Next, move to the green magnet in the top left corner and select Known. This will allow us to draw our automations independently from the grid. Then right-click on the channel volume to create the automation. Now we can start drawing our small volume gaps. Make them short and place them randomly to make the result even more realistic. A cool trick now is to loop the automation clip without following the grid. To do this, extend or shorten its final section as you like, then select it and duplicate it. The more you repeat this process, the more variation will be introduced throughout the track. Another method I can apply is the LFO one. I can link the volume knob of my instrument to the LFO of the 3TP controller. Set the bass level to 100%, completely reduce the volume amount, set the shape to random, and keep a medium speed. Not too fast or too slow. Keep attention to this knob here. Let's reduce the volume amount. As you can see, the LFO delivers a rather extreme result. It's a possible solution, but if our goal is to simulate tape imperfections, the preferred method remains the first one, the manual approach, or the use of plugins.
Before we move on with the video, we'd like to do some advertising on our own behalf. On this Friday, November 29, we are going to have the biggest Imago Merit discount yet. On Black Friday, we are having a 50% discount on all the products available on our website, including our bundles. On Saturday, we still got 40% discount, and on Sunday is 30% on everything. So go ahead and check out imagomary.com. You can find the link in the description.
Okay, now I will show 3 plugins that allow to emulate the dropout effect. The first one is our dear-old RC20 by Excellent Audio. Among its 6 modules is the last one that we are interested in, called Magnetic. Let's deactivate all the other modules and focus on this one. This module is designed to emulate the characteristics of magnetic tape, and it replicates tape-based effects. We can play around with the wear and dropout settings, with the latter being similar to the former but much more intense and random. You can notice how the volume variations create differences between the left and right channels, producing this stereo wobble effect that can be quite pleasant to listen to. And the magic happens when we blend this module with the others. Another dropout module is provided by Sketch Cassette from Aberrant
DSP.
The effect is the same, but I find that in this plugin the volume variations are even more abrupt and sudden compared to what happens in RC20. Once again, you can control the depth, which is the frequency at which dropout occurs, the intensity of the dropout, and the stereo spread, similar to what is available in RC20. You can really notice how the sound, thanks to this technique, seems to deteriorate, as if it were recorded on an old, damaged tape. The last plugin I want to show you is Lossy by Good Earths. Although it's not originally a tape emulator, but rather a plugin focused on digital degradation and imperfections, we can take advantage of one of its many algorithms to achieve a dropout effect. Let's click on Loss mode. Let's then select Packet Loss. Let's see what it does to the sound by slowly introducing the effect. Let's bring the speed down. Let's bring the amount down as well. You can then move to the stereo mode and select different stereophonic behaviors. I see this type of dropout as a mix between the smooth and subtle one from RC20 and the more abrasive and aggressive one from Sketch Cassette. Okay, that's all for today's video. I hope the little gems we covered will be interesting and inspiring. Let us know in the comments if you were already familiar with some of the techniques I mentioned or any of the plugins showcased. If you enjoyed the video, as always, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Below in the description, you will also find the link to our website, where all our sample packs and products are available for purchase. I leave you with a short track created using some of the techniques explained in the video. And with that said, I will see you next time. Ciao!